Hey guys, welcome back. Today I was actually diving into the story of Solomon. The guy who was known for being the wisest person to ever live. And I noticed something in First Kings 3 that I completely missed before. We know the story, right? God shows up in a dream and he gives Solomon a blank check and he tells him, ask for whatever you want. You know what Solomon asked for, right? He asked for discernment. But if we fast forward to verse 12, God replies to him, I will therefore do what you have asked, and I will give you a wise and understanding heart, so that there has never been anyone like you before and never will be again. He asked for one, but God gave him two. We often use wisdom and discernment like they're the same thing, and they're not. And if you're trying to build a life of purpose, you're going to need both. So let's break it down. Discernment is a spiritual radar. Its job is to ask what's actually going on here. It's the ability to peel back the layers. It's an internal stop sign that goes off when a situation looks perfect on paper, but it feels off in your spirit. It's the ability to judge between truth and lie, guarding you from the deceptions. Discernment protects us according to God's truth. But wisdom is the practical application. While discernment asks, what's this? Wisdom asks, what's the right course of action? Wisdom is the art of living. It's taking the truth you just discerned and applying it skillfully to the messy world that we live in. Wisdom is what you do when you find out the truth. Wisdom builds the Christian life with godly insight. Now, here's something that I've noticed in people, and maybe you'll see in yourself. We aren't born with an equal measure of both wisdom and discernment. Some people are born with a natural wisdom. You're a fixer, you've always been practical, you're great at building things, and you know how to get from point A to point B. You have the hands for the work, but you often find yourself waiting for discernment. You might be halfway through building something before you realize, wait, should I even be doing this? Is this actually the truth? You have the skills, but you're waiting for the spiritual eye to catch up. Then there's others who are born with the discernment. The ones who have always been able to read the room. You could spot a fake, a lie from a mile away. You have the eyes to see, but you're waiting for the wisdom. You know what's wrong, but you're paralyzed because you don't know. You don't know how to take the first steps towards fixing it. You have the truth, but you're waiting for the skills to apply it. Neither is better. But you know something? They're both incomplete on their own. We have to learn to ask for God for the parts that we're missing. Solomon needed the pair because if you have discernment without wisdom, you become a critic. You see the problem, but you can't build the solution. If you have wisdom without the discernment, you're a blind builder. You're working hard, but potentially on a foundation of lies. Solomon's prayers impressed God because, he didn't ask for power. He asked for clarity so that he could serve. He needed the eyes to see the truth and the hands to lead the nations. So which one are you? Are you the person with the blueprint who needs to ask God for the radar? Or are you the person with the radar who needs to ask God for the tools to start building? God is still the same God who spoke to Solomon. He's ready to give generously to those who ask. I love to hear your thoughts. Which one do you feel is your natural strength? And which one are you praying for right now? Drop it in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I try my best to give you some perspective today, and I'll see you in the next one.